Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Very good morning, everybody. How are you? Okay. First of all, thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala who has given us mercies and blessings today. It made in best of health and iman right now. Secondly, salat and salam we always deliver to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and his companion ummah who is following him. And thirdly, I would like to express my thanks and appreciation to our guest lecturer today. So we are so blessed and humble to have her, Dr. Hasria, my colleagues and my friends when I was taking PCIF at INSIF Malaysia. Welcome, Prof. Doctor.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
How are you, Dr. Hasria?
Alhamdulillah, fine. Thank you.
Okay. So, dear students, by the way, we would like to make a short discussion on Islamic monetary economics. And this topic seems to be very interesting, by the way, dear students, in the midst of the current financial turbulence, financial crisis. So hopefully, by the perspective of Islamic monetary economics, we can see, is there any difference or is there any different perspective or approaches that given and provided by the Islamic monetary economics? So it could be different perhaps from the conventional counterparts. Yeah. And the second one, the speakers today, our Hasria, is lectures at Department of Management and Economics, I'm mistaken, at University Malaysia Kelantan. Yeah. So hopefully one day Dr. Hasria could visit our university, Universitas Muhammadiyah Jakarta, located in Yogyakarta, Central Java. And right now, Doctor, by the way, our participants here are the bachelor student in economics. They are coming from the third semesters. And by the way, right now, they are in the class taking my course under monetary economics course. And I think I wouldn't like make a long introduction with you. So I would like to pass to you, Dr. Hasria, to share your humble knowledge and experience and motivation to our students pertaining the Islamic monetary economics. Time is yours, Dr. Hasria.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Dimas. First of all, I would like to thank all of you, especially to Dr. Dimas, for kindly inviting me to this class and also discussion. Actually, as the guest lecturer, I'm feel very honored, okay, to have invitation and then have a great pleasure to be with all of you students in Jakarta. Nice to meet you, all of you. I'm Dr. Hasria. Can call me Dr. Has from University Malaysia Kelantan. If you ever travel to Malaysia, Kelantan is the eastern region of peninsula of Malaysia. Kita wilayah timur, wilayah timur di Malaysia. It is located beside the Laut Cina Selatan. If you have to come here in Malaysia, and actually in UMK, University Malaysia Kelantan, I'm currently teaching a bachelor degree in Islamic banking and finance. I think more or less is the same with all of you there. My background also in Islamic economics. So actually, I'm very honored to be with all of you here today, and I would like to share my overview of my humble, limited, knowledge on the topic. Actually, the topic given to me is Islamic monetary economics. So I try my best, in sharing with all of you, and I hope that I can gain some inputs, also from the audience or from the students. So I would like to share the screen. I cannot share the screen, right? Is disable participant screen sharing? Oh, can I share my my slide? Share. Oh, I can
Brother Rizky, can you assign Dr. Hasria as the co-host? Okay, done, doctor. Please.
okay. Wait a minute. So this is our discussion today. I would like to share with you, and I hope that I also can gain some also input from the student and also from Dr. Dimas and also the rest audience here. So particularly when we discuss about this topic, Islamic monetary economics, so we can think about, we have to have initially the background on Islamic economics understanding. So what is Islamic economics? Because Islamic economics itself actually covers. Okay. Is it echo? So I will continue according to Umar Chopra. Okay, when we have a background, okay, in Islamic economic, actually Islamic economic is not the extraction, okay, from the conventional economics, okay, but actually Islamic economics come to earth, okay, come to earth and practice far before the conventional economics materialize. So Islamic economics is actually the system that we as a Muslim practicing the economic activities based upon the Sharia teaching, okay, the Islamic legislation, the Islamic teaching, the Islamic rulings.
Bisa.
So
ada yang join dibesarkan gitu ya? Iya, boleh, boleh.
In Islamic economics, Islamic is all actually is based on a paradigm, okay, not secularist and value neutral. Okay, it treats all human beings as vicegerents of God, Khalifah. Okay, Khalifah, and brothers unto each other. So in Islam, it actually entails brotherhoods, sisterhoods. Okay. Persaudaraan sesama Islam, okay, among each other. That's implied most, okay, in Islamic economics. So all resources at the disposal of human beings are trust and must be used for the well-being of all in conformity with the values provided by the Sharia. So according to Muhammad Umar Chopra in his write-up in 1998. Okay, so actually this is the overview about Islamic economics that we have to understood first, okay, before we go deep into the what is the monetary system, what is the financial system, banking system in Islamic economic system. So this is the background, the basis of understanding that we have to have. Yeah, so Islam. So when we having the knowledge about how actually we as wise children of Allah should Hello, can I continue?
Yes, please, doctor.
Okay. All right. So all resources disposal that we have to connect it in our daily routine. So it is a trust. So everything that we deal in our daily routine. So it is trust. Okay, how actually we manage the resources. Okay, the our surrounding, okay, our environment, our fellow friends, our fellow colleague. Okay, so it is a trust. Okay, when we are responsible to do some obligation, so we have to have do it in a full trusty manners. Okay, this is the brief introduction of Islamic economics according to Umar Chopra, and which we actually agreed, okay, of this definition and this entitlement of Islamic economics. So this is the best. So we as the Khalifah of Allah, Khalifah di atas muka bumi, so we have to play our role, okay, in this system. All right. So the next slide is I would like to give also the overview about Islamic overview in economics. Why we are actually dealing with financial or money market or everything that we are actually transact with other parties. So we actually living in the economic system, and then what lays, okay, inside the system when we have to actually we have to follow, and we are obliged to follow all the Sharia teaching, all the Islamic legislation. So we have to have the system that covered by the teaching of Sharia based upon Quran and Sunnah. So that's the meaning of Islamic economy itself. So this is the overview. According to the article written by Haider Kadir in 2021, so this is the diagram that he actually simplified Islamic economics onto the promotion of well-being in the community. So we have to understand what is the Islamic economics worldview and what is the order. So also we have to have the understanding that everything in economics have to combine, have to merge with Tawheed, with Umran, with Ibadah, and also we as the Khilafah. That's the, we cannot separate, okay, Tawheed, Ibadah with the economic activities. So it comes together. Okay, it comes together when we actually we study, or we searching for Islamic ataupun Sharia values, okay, in our economics. We have the basis of understanding into hukum, okay, into hukum. So what lays behind, okay, in every rulings that we have now. So we have fiqh, usul fiqh, qawaid fiqhiyah that govern us, okay, that governs the system accordingly, and to guide us, okay, so that we not stray away from the teaching of Islam. So in the Qawaid Fiqhiyah, or the Islamic legal magazine itself, we already understood that everything that we want to do in our daily routine, daily life, we have to start with the intention, the clear intention, right? So that's will be considered as ibadah, even though we are not actually we are not actually doing our ibadah in the direct form of ibadah, like solat, that's fasting, hajj, or zakat. Okay, but maybe we are dealing only in buying and selling, but intentionally, okay, what is our intention? The pure intention is to what? Okay, so we have to make it clear that in everything that we want to do in our life, okay, we have to start with a true intention, only for God, okay, only to Allah. Okay, so that the basis of understanding. So in the philosophy of Islamic economics, okay, we have you can see, okay, you can see there the 5 essentials. So five essential or maqasid syariah is very crucial in our life. Okay, because the teaching in maqasid syariah is actually well versed, okay, syumul, okay, mencakupi semua, okay, menceritakan semuanya. And then the maqasid syariah is actually, we can refer to the next diagram beside, is about the to cater the human development and well-being. That's the blessing for us, okay, for mankind. So because Islam actually already have, okay, the guideline, the manual procedure, okay, the SOP, okay, about how actually we in our economic activity, we already have the guideline. So we have to preserve, we have to protect our wealth, we have to protect our life, nafs, okay? We have to protect our faith, agama, okay, religion, and also we have to protect our intellectual mind, akal, and we also have to protect our lineage, our keturunan, our family, okay, our family members, okay, posterity. So this is the teaching of maqasid syariah that we have already granted, okay, with us. So so long ago by the Muslim scholars, okay, Muslim scholars already provide us with the guidelines. So tinggal lagi we going to practice it in a true manner. So according to Haitham Kadir, behaviorally, Islamic economic is aimed at upholding justice, benevolence, cooperation, good management, good governance, and purpose. Okay, so actually in line with the teaching of legal medicine, actually we have to make sure that all of our deeds, activities must have purpose. Okay, must have purpose first. We as a Muslim cannot do something that doesn't have purpose. Okay, so what more for economic activities? So we have to have the purpose. If we want to go to the class, we have the purpose to study. We have the purpose to excel in our education, right? So it is the purpose. So Islam doesn't permit, okay, any activity that having no purpose. Okay, tiada perbuatan yang sia-sia. Okay, that's the teaching of Islam. So we have to have a clear picture of our purpose in life, and then also it is classified under institution. So we have also market institution where we transact, okay, each other, and hisbah is for the auditing or the kita nak check and balance, okay, check and balance the system. And then wakaf is very vital, okay, in Islamic economics system, because wakaf is actually to preserve, okay, many wealth of Muslim nation itself. And then so actually in the smaller part in Islamic economic is about our activity in earning, it provides in provisioning, okay, dealing, selling, buying, transacting each other. What is the purpose of this activity is to upholding all the system in this Islamic economics system is actually to uphold well-being. So why we actually introduce on the topic of Islamic economics, kita tahu kita sedar, we aware that the main objective of Islamic economic system is to upholding well-being, welfare, and also the development of humankind. Okay, so that's the overview in Islamic economics. So let go specifically for the our title about monetary. I think when we put the title monetary, we can presume that it is about money, it is about the monetary policy, it is about the financial activities. Okay, actually, the concept of money. Money in life, in our life, so we are dealing it with it daily, every day, every times. Okay, what more for teenagers? Okay, you have online shopping, online buying, online selling. Okay, to have your demanded good and services. So what is the concept, the basic concept of money? It is to fulfill the double coincidence of wants. Okay, double coincidence means that between buyer and seller, the wants can be fulfilled, okay, by both parties by using the money. So in terms of buying and selling, okay, activities. And then it solves the indivisibility of goods and services. Okay, if goods and services, we found that it is hard to be separated or to be divided. Okay, so money can solve the problem of indivisibility of goods and services. So using money, we can buy certain portion of good or services like what we want. Okay, so accordingly, they have some pricing, some level of values, so we actually can have our wanted goods and services by using the money. And then resolve lack of a unit of account. Same goes to product or anything that we actually cannot classify it into unit of account. So by using money, we can solve that problem, and then that product can have what we call that labeling of prices. So prices is the solution for that product. So money itself is the medium. Okay, okay, we go to the next notes is the function of money. So it is money is I think that all of us it can boleh digest of the function. So we are in the well-versed knowledge of the function of money. So all of us agree, okay, what is the function of money? It is the medium of exchange, unit of account, store value, and then can be used as the standards for deferred payment. Okay. If we go back to the history, okay, when we still using barter trade, okay, barter trading, how actually we can solve okay, the problems of exchanging goods with goods, but what happened to the goods that not really wanted by the buyers, but have to have that amount of goods. Okay, so the solution is solved by the money, by the using of money. Okay, standard uses of money is to solve the deferred payment transactions. Okay, meaning that if we actually don't have enough um, enough money or enough wealth, okay, to pay, so actually money itself can be counted so that the transaction or the contract can be stated as a deferred payment with some adjustment and agreeable between both parties involved. So in terms of types of money, we have commodity money, metallic money, and also fiat money. So what is fiat money? Fiat money is the paper money that we actually have in our wallet nowadays. Okay, so it is different between countries. So every countries have their own standards of currency denoted by notes, okay, in paper money itself. So as we can see here in the diagram, in the picture, okay. So Malaysia ringgit, Malaysia, Indonesia, we have rupiah, right? And then this is the monetary policy instrument. So when we actually looking at the monetary policy instrument, we if we open, okay, textbook or apa sahaja buku, okay, berkenaan Islam monetary economics or international economics, when we have the certain chapter on monetary policy. So what is monetary policy instrument? So we can find that the listed as required reserve ratio. So what is required reserve ratio? It is the standard that normally not normally, but it is the standard set by the central bank of the country towards the banks, the commercial banks, towards the industrial banks that operated in the country on their reserve capacity. Okay, reserve capacity. So what is the standard requirement that the bank have to have in their account, okay, so that they can operating smoothly and confidently, okay, in the market. So that's the requirement. So the policy, the monetary policy in each and every nation should have this. Okay, it can never be neglected. Okay, so if new bank, okay, want to operating in the market, so they have to follow what is the requirement reserve ratio stated by the central bank of the nation. And then the discount rate. Discount rate is not dilaksanakan but mandated by the central bank about the discount rate. The discount rate is given, okay, for the commercial banks operated in the market system. So open market operations, okay, is the involve the purchase and also sales of government securities by the central bank in the open market. Okay, so if we we want to know further on the what is the actually how actually the monetary market, the money market operating in each and every country, governed by the central bank. So what is the how they come out with the capital, how they come out with the a bundle of apa, money in the market, and how actually the government funding so much projects in the national stage. Actually it is coming from open market operations activities by governed by the bank central bank of any nation, and then come into the um, the special on the Islamic monetary policy instrument. Actually, Islamic monetary policy instrument also we can see that how actually the Islamic monetary policy come into the scene, while we already having the policy instrument as stated in required reserve ratio, discount rate, and open market operation. And then it is actually we want to have the system, the monetary policy, the monetary system is having a good impact to the community, to the society, as we can see, as we can see in the diagram, besides like Malaysia already having the policy document on a VBI, value-based intermediations. We have ESG, environment, society, and governance, VBI scorecard. It is actually the policy that central bank wants to upholding that the players in the market is actually not only looking at the profit, not only looking at the monetary wise, but also they want to have the high impact to the community, to the society, in terms of let's say preserving the environment, giving back to the society, menerusi pelbagai aktiviti CSR community, right? And then innovate more in the financial activities, so that the community can have good choices in monetary instrument or offerings. So that's the role of Islamic monetary policy instrument. I think a value-based intermediation document policy is very well-versed document, and then it is documented very well. So that's the policy document given to all of commercial banks or players in the industry, including takaful operators, banks, commercial banks, all of parties, players in the sectors. So they have to adhere, the policy, and then make it real. So as we can move forward, towards SDG, Sustainable Development Goals. So we have, we can see that in the future, we'll have the collaboration from the corporates, from the banking players, and then they come out into into the stage of community, towards community empowerment, to uphold, okay, to increase entrepreneurial mindset in the community, okay, and then they can give more to the community in terms of financial inclusion, okay. So they have to give awareness about how to avoid scam, okay, scammers in monetary activities. So a lot more to be done by the players in the monetary sectors actually. So I think this is common understanding or common area that we we have in our mind, okay, when we talk about money. So time value of money is actually, we understood that money loses its value over time. Money have opportunity cost, and money also have uncertainty, okay, uncertainty in terms of cash flows. That's all we understood, and I hope that teenagers like you, the students, can have this understanding in your minds, that the value of money in your hands today will not be the same in the future. So what you should do, okay, in order to have more value, okay, in the future. So we have to invest, we have to collaborate, we have to strive more, okay, in terms of finding more wealth, more money, okay, so we can have security in the future, okay. And then when we talk in Islamic perspective on time value of money, so we actually Islam is not against seeking wealth, seeking for money. So Islam is not against that. Okay, Islam promotes that, because a richer Muslim, okay, a in wealth Muslim, a wealthy Muslim is considered as the strongest Muslim. Why? Because if we have more wealth, if we have more money, if we have more kekayaan, okay, in our hands, actually we can help our fellow Muslim, fellow friends, fellow brothers, fellow sisters in Islam. How? In terms of zakat, in terms of wakaf, sedekah, etc. Right? So actually Islam promote us, okay, to be wealthy. Okay, so actually only that when we actually promoting to become wealthy, we cannot practicing greediness, okay, greediness, tamak, okay, tamak, membazir, so tak boleh amalkan benda itulah. Okay, so Islam recognize the selling price differences between cash payment sales and a deferred payment sales. So that's the acceptance or recognition by Islam. So that's why we actually nowadays we have the contract in terms of deferred payment sales. Okay, so we are actually given the permission, okay, to have the deferred payment sales, okay, according to scholars agreement again between four mazhab. So the Muslim scholars argues have consensus, and then we now have the values of their consensus, and then what we having nowadays, what is the model or contract in our Islamic financial activities or offerings. It is already recognized by the Muslim scholars before. So actually we have to be clear what is the contract that we deal in, who is the parties involved, what is the product, what is the pricing. So that's we have to make clear, okay, on that side. And then I think a little bit overview on the monetary system, Islamic economics. Of course, I already mentioned about the principle of maqasid Sharia, and then the monetary system in Islamic economics. We have so many things that play around in the Islamic monetary system. Okay, so accordingly, if we talking about money, okay, we have to agree that it is very what we can call that, it is very near, okay, similar, or have a tendency, okay, towards dealing with riba, okay, riba, right? So usury. So in a monetary system, that's why we have to have in the system, they already have the good governance inside. Okay, who is the Sharia advisory council, who is the Sharia committee members, who is the Sharia experts in that particular institution. So it is to govern actually the system, so that the system is actually running in the right path. Okay, running the right path, so that actually the product offered to the community, to the consumer, is Sharia compliance offering or instruments. So the monetary system in Islamic economy actually so many branches of subtopics or sub issues that we are dealing with, but the core guidelines, okay, toward it is we have to have a clear understanding about the 5 principles of maqasid Sharia. Okay, in everything that we are actually heading ahead, is actually we have to have whether our action or our steps, okay, ahead is accompany or comply with the teaching of Islam. So I think the next slide is, I would like to touch on the money, and then what is the connection money with wealth, money, wealth, and the connection with growth in Islamic economics. So I just put the latest report in a Global Islamic Economic Report by Dina Standard about the top 15 countries ranked. Okay, Malaysia, Saudi Arabia, Emirates, Indonesia, Turkey, Bahrain. Actually, this indicator, I think we cannot say that this is the utmost indicator, but this indicator only to cater that according to the proportion of sectors, okay, sectors operating in that countries, okay, that having Islamic economic activities such as halal, halal food, halal offerings, Islamic finance, Muslim-friendly travel, right? Halal fashion, okay, halal fashion. I think Indonesia is very good in promoting halal fashion, right? So pharmacy, and also for media and recreation. So this indicator actually looking at that particular area. Okay, maybe we can find another indicator indicator that looking at other sides of Islamic economic activities, okay, or Islamic financial activities, okay. I think this indicator only looking at the halal activities or halal market, okay. And then from this, what we can have in our mind that as a Muslim, we are dealing with monetary activities or monetary transactions. Okay, we're dealing with economics, we're dealing with financial, banking, takaful, and likewise. And then we are actually generating wealth, okay, for our family, household, and also eventually going back to the nation. Okay, we are giving back to the nation. So the country will be counted as what is the wealth of the nation itself. So from the microeconomics to macroeconomics, and then for the what is the indicator for the household income, okay, and then the national income. So it is counted, okay, via our economic activities or financial activities. And in Islam, actually, we are given the choice. Okay, we are given the choice. La ikraha fiddin, right? Okay, tiada paksaan dalam agama. So what more in field that actually it is umum, okay, general activity like seeking wealth, okay, economic activity, financial. So we are given choice, okay, khiyar, okay. So how do we actually managing our wealth? Okay, in Islam, we are given the guideline, okay, how actually we can generate our wealth, okay, wealth generation. We generate, we produce, okay, we menghasilkan, okay, kekayaan kita, and then accumulate. How we actually can accumulate wealth, mengumpulkan kekayaan kita, okay, menghimpunkan kekayaan. So we accumulate wealth. And then about wealth protection, okay, wealth protection, how actually we are given the idea how we can protect our wealth, okay, by taking Islamic insurance, okay, protection, okay, coverage, okay. So that's the protection. And then wealth distribution. Wealth distribution is redistribution, or wealth distribution is actually we are giving back to the community, to the society, to the family members, okay, through sedekah, okay, through wakaf, zakat, and likewise, okay. So that's the wealth distribution in Islam. And then wealth purification. Okay, wealth purification is the activity of how actually when we already have wealth in our hands, when we already accumulated wealth in our hands, and what is balanced in our hand, we actually are obliged, okay, compulsory, wajib, okay, untuk mengeluarkan zakat, okay, to give zakat, to pay zakat, okay. It is a commanded, okay, it is our commandment, okay. So we have to purify our wealth, okay, melalui zakat. Above all, when we actually having the understanding about how to manage our wealth, how to manage our money, okay, we actually can have the overview of actually Islam govern us in all aspect of our life, right? Okay, Okay, accordingly, so we specialize in money and also wealth. Okay, so actually, when every Muslim have a clear understanding on how actually we can manage our wealth, so of course it will lead to growth, okay, in Islamic economic system. Okay, for example, let's say in wealth distribution, if all Muslim, in the countries, okay, in Malaysia, in Indonesia, okay, if all Muslim, okay, understand on wakaf, for example, right? Uh, uh, if we give wakaf, okay, we know that we are given back to the community by given our assets, our money to God, okay, because wakaf is perpetual giving. Perpetual means that kekal, okay, kekal menjadi pemilikan Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Maka we can see that if Muslim, all Muslim have the awareness and have the understanding on to giving wakaf, so we can foresee that of course, okay, the wealth, okay, the wakaf assets, the wakaf property in each and every nation will be highly grow, okay, highly grow. What is the uses of wakaf? So of course, we know that the use, the manfaat, the benefit, okay, who is the beneficiaries of wakaf? Us, okay, us, the Muslim and also the non-Muslim also can benefit from wakaf. Okay, so it is for the well-being, for the growth of the nation. If all of us is really practicing our understanding in Islamic teaching. Okay, so I think that before I stop, I would like to just give an overview about emerging money innovation nowadays. Talking,
Dr. Ha,
yeah.
Dr. Ha, sorry, the time is 10 minutes left or 15 minutes left.
Okay. Just I want to highlight here on the innovation or the letters, maybe the money tools, okay, mediums that we have nowadays. So we have, let's say, e-wallet in Malaysia. We have e-wallet, cryptocurrency, right? And then NFT. So I think teenagers or youngsters, like all of student here, can search and can digest about this development, because I think that teenagers nowadays is very fast in the technology, so they cannot wait, okay, any longer towards what is the best or what is the fastest technology in economic activities, right? So NFT, non-fungible token, so student can list, okay, so many improvement and emerging money innovation tools, okay, in our economic nowadays, okay. Crowdfunding, management, P2P, banyak, okay, banyak sangat-sangat. So this is, I think this is the wrap up. Wrap up is the economics of riba. Above all, if we discuss on monetary system, monetary economic, Islamic monetary economics, we have to avoid any connection with the riba. So we have to very clear on the role of Islamic financial institution. We have to clear on the distinct features of Islamic financial institutions, and we have to have a very clear characteristic of Islamic financial instrument. So if we have the list of contracts in our economic activity, we have to have an understanding that every contract that we have in our economic or financial or monetary activities must avoid, okay, to have connection towards riba. Okay, because riba is the major sin in our economics or monetary activities. So I think that's all. Okay. Um, for my presentation today. So I hope that I can have feedback from student into my presentation. Thank you, Dr. Dimas, and I would like to welcome Q&A, not really Q&A, but maybe sharing opinion or suggestion or likewise. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, Waalaikumsalam
Stop.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih, thank you so much, Dr. Hasliza, for the enlightening presentation today. So just now, dear students, we just listened to her that there are some aspect of money and how money is linked and matched with the real sectors, and then linkage to the or based on the Islamic principles. Yeah. Whereby in Islam, we do understand that the money must be correlated with the maqasid al-sharia, whereby this one must be the basis how to generate money, and then how to make money here as a means, yeah, through trade, not the real commodity. Yeah. So I think I like the last point of the or the speaker just now, yeah, Dr. Hazria, that the money is just a means, yeah, a means, yeah, not the real commodity itself. But unfortunately, right now, we notice that the money itself has been transformed into many commodities. Yeah, the money is not a means, but it's the asset. Yeah, somehow it's the commodity that being sold, yeah, in the market. So why then the price of money, the value of money keeps decreasing time by time? Because the money is not used as it is, but used for another purposes. Yeah. Okay, I will not to talk with you longer, yeah, because I guess you have some ideas or you have some feedbacks or questions, comments, or perhaps you have aspirations, you have some observations concerning with the money itself. You may free to raise a question, or you just type in the chat if you feel inconvenient to ask directly. Okay, Beryl, I give you a first chance to directly ask the questions to Dr. Hasria, please. You can use your own devices if you feel that the voice is not so loud in there. Please, Beryl, time is yours. But the Beryl, whatever they feel, you feel important to be questions, please. Yes, but the Beryl, please. Time is yours.
Fine. Thank you for the chance that letting me confess my question. So my question is how we deal about the increase of exchange rate that between the exchange rates and the
Is it with regard to currency exchange or what?
Okay, Beryl, you asking about how is the relationship between the interest rate and
yes
and money,
yes
in Islamic perspective? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, Dr. Ha, this question from Beryl.
Thank you.
Okay, please, Dr. Ha.
Thank you, Beryl. Very good questions. I think Dr. Dimas also can answer or can interject my answers. But for the question, as I can understand from your question is what is the linkages, okay, between actually nowadays we have to transact every day, we have to use our money every day, we have to dealing every day dealing with economic activities. So what happened if we want to understand between the factors connecting in our economic activities that actually give value to our currency, to our money in the pockets nowadays, right? So you already mentioned on interest rate and also on the value currency value, currency exchange, right? Okay, correct. Okay, so
Yes.
I think it have a very long answer. We have to understand what lies, okay, to come out with a certain percentage or certain value of interest rate. What denotes, okay, the change, okay, the increment, the decrement of interest rate itself. Okay, so interest rate itself normally really connecting to economics indicators, okay, economics performance of a nation, okay, and then also towards our currency, okay, our currency also very much connecting to the indicator, to the performance in economic, in the macroeconomic itself. So actually, what we have in our hands sebenarnya, okay, in terms of value of our rupiah, value of our ringgit is actually denotes by the financial or the economic performance in our country. Okay, our country. Same goes to when we are actually like for example, you want to come to Malaysia, you have your rupiah and you have to convert it into ringgit. So what in your hands after that? So same goes to me. If I go to Indonesia, I want to convert my ringgit into rupiah. So what left in our hand after that, after the conversion, right? So it is that we have to agree that the value of our transaction, okay, have to also take into consideration of the economic performance of our state, okay. So I think that it's where, that's why I say that it is very very long answer, but we can simplify it into that understanding. So interest rate and also value of our currency is very much involving the performance of our economic economic performance in our nation. Okay, I think currently the global performance in terms of economic or the investment performance, I think is improving, and I think for future, for next year 2023, we hope that, okay, after we waking up from pandemic era, pandemic years, okay, so I hope that more foreign direct investment, more investment come into our nation, so that it will strengthen our currency, it will strengthen our economics, so that we can have the benefit from that. Okay, it will strengthen our currency so that we can, maybe we can have more, okay, in our hands later. Okay, is I think mungkin Dr. Dimas boleh tambah lah kot.
Okay, doctors. We have another one student here that will ask you questions. Sister Julia. Hopefully, the answer from Dr. Hasria satisfy you, Brother Beryl. Yeah.
Yes, thank you for Mrs. Hasria. Thank you for the answer.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay,
Julia.
next one, please. Sister Julia Alfiana. Time is yours, sister.
I like to ask about how is the Islamic view related to money as an object of monetary policy?
Pardon?
Once again, please repeat, sister.
How is the Islamic view related to money as an object of monetary policy?
Okay. All right. Thank you, Julia. I cannot see your faces, Julia.
So, by the way, Julia and Beryl here, doctors in here in the class. So they
yeah.
are sitting in the front of us.
Okay. All right. So, okay. Okay. Maybe you can send their picture for me after that. After this. After this. All right. For your question, thank you, Julia. Very impressive questions. Actually, in Islam, if we looking at the perspective of Islam, actually no objection, okay, towards Muslim in seeking for more wealth, for money, and actually Islam permitted money as the medium of exchange. So it is actually if we go back to legal magazine or Qawaid Fiqhiyah book, okay, we can ever hear, right? If you already encountered the Qawaid Fiqhiyah magazine, we have the hardship begets facility. Okay, hardship begets facility. Okay, Adororu la user ke apa? No. Hardship begets facility. Maksud di situ setiap kepayahan akan mendapat kemudahan, right? So in Islam, actually using if you using that magazine, it denotes that what happened to us if we didn't have the medium of exchange, okay, in our economic activities. Do we have to have a barter trade until we die? Okay, do we have to use goods and goods exchange medium, or what can we can do? So actually in Islam, Islam promote, okay, easiness in every deeds in our life, including financial activities or economic activities. Okay, so actually Islam promoting using money, and also it is actually for the betterment of ummah and for the betterment of Muslim itself. Okay, we use money to ease our economic transaction, right? Likewise, when we live in a very into technological advancement, okay, industrial revolution 4.0, okay, for example, we have e-wallet, we have cryptocurrency, we have I think credit card is very rare, very common, right? Credit card, we have online banking, okay, so that denotes the medium of exchange that accepted in Islam. Okay, not only money, paper money itself. So we already have online system banking that accepted in Islam. So how actually the Muslim scholars come into conclusion, into consensus that accepting transaction using e-money, e-wallet, okay, online banking, okay. So I think that's to denotes how Islam actually want to give us, okay, easiness, kemudahan, okay, kesenangan dalam kita beraktiviti dalam ekonomi dan juga keuangan. Okay. Very good, and very good question, Julia. Thank you.
Okay, Julia, have you been satisfied with the answer?
Yes. The answer is very great.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody else will care to ask questions? Mas di belakang mau tanya? You have any questions? Brothers? In the corner? Tidak ada. Okay, Dr. Ha, I guess your presentation is very enlightening. If you please, you can share your slides to ours so we can perhaps re-comprehend your presentations. And we have also record the presentation, Dr. Ha, in our YouTube channel. So we'll share to you the link then so that we can share this knowledge and experience to other students as well. And this presentation actually is very interesting. The thing that Dr. Ha presented just now is actually the basic and also the advanced knowledge. If you dig more this information, actually this one is very interesting and come up with the how actually Islam provides the real solutions, yeah, to the economic stability in the long run. Yeah, so that the money, yeah, it is the core of the economy itself, based on the book written by Professor Kamil Mera. Yeah, if you the book that I have shared to you last time, the title is about the Islamic gold dinar or the theft of nations. Actually, those books give you the information that the money or fiat money, interest rates, and also regular banking requirements are the three that constitute the vicious cycles of the economy, of the monetary economics. So Professor Kamil in his book suggested that unless we erase or delete or write off these three basic problem of fundamental weaknesses, so that's the economy will not be longer stable. Yeah, so this statement is very challenging and very difficult to be applied by the Winterha in current system. But this just the information and knowledge that need to be analyzed and researched further. Yeah. And my other conclusion with Dr. Ha is I do interested with the statement given by Dr. Ha that all of the monetary economics activities must be based on the Makoshi Sharia. Yeah, so if we have 5 market Sharia, you have to preserve the life, yeah, the akal, yeah, and the wealth, nasl, yeah, also the families, yeah. So all these things must be the basis on how we generate the monetary system, yeah, so that we can preserve our life and we preserve the environment and we can preserve our society as well. Yeah. So all in all, we do agree that monetary economics or economics only a means, not the goals. But this means must be based on Islamic principles that Dr. Haj has presented in the earlier. Yeah, that the Islamic finance, Islamic economics must be the basis of the how we generate the monetary economics and how we execute the monetary policy in the end of the day. Perhaps that's all that I have my humble comments. Everything is great. You know, I don't want to make other presentation because your presentation has been so complete and very interesting. And before we end, Dr. Ha, you have any final remarks or you have any motivation, suggestion to our student, please, Dr. Ha?
Okay, thank you, Dr. Dimas. I'm also very enlightened to have the session here today with the student. Believe me that students, bachelor in economics students, actually you are very rare. Okay, very rare student, very rare population. Okay, if you search in universities nowadays, there's very little students want to excel in economics, want to go further study in economics. So I actually tabik spring tak tabik spring. I respect all of you, okay, who is studying economics. It's very challenging field of study, but it's very what I can say that bila kamu semua
Faham, Dokter.
belajar ekonomi,
Impactful.
yes, you actually membuka mata melihat seluruh aspek kehidupan. So that's the special of economic student. You have to have in your mind, in your hearts, that you are very special creature, very special population in your university. You have to very proud of yourself, student. So please excel more in your study. Furthermore, your study maybe after this for your master degree, for PhD degree. I myself will always praying for your success in your future undertaking. Thank you, all the best, students. Thank you so much for having me today. Thank you.
Okay, welcome, Dr. Ha and all of the students. I think we have been in the end of the session. And before we end the session, I would like to ask humble request to take a picture together. Yeah. So perhaps everybody here in the class, you can make your position in the good manner or whatever that you feel convenient with. Yeah. And we could conduct a photo session together. Yeah. Or perhaps you can just go forward, move forward. So Dr. Ha can see your face. Yeah. Because your face seems to be far from here. Even I cannot see your face, even though I'm closer to you. Yeah. So please make closer, your sisters, perhaps here. So just make adjustment with the camera. So the camera can catch up your face. Ayo, Baril, can you stand up? Yeah, everybody can stand up.
Yes.
And please closer to the screen, to the camera. Ayo, mendekat.
Dekat.
Ayo, dekat ke kamera. Itu tengok kamera. Ya. Oke, ya. Oke, ya. Diatur posisinya. Intinya ini dekat dengan wajah Anda. Closer to your face. Ya. Agak maju. Nah, yuk.
Depan lagi.
Agak maju. Ya, depan lagi. Ya, Dr. Ha tak tampak tuh muka ya.
Depan lagi.
Nah, tampak depan. Nah, ada yang berdiri juga boleh. Berdiri sebelah kanan sebelah kiri berdiri, yang duduk boleh duduk juga. Intinya semua wajah tampak semua, ya. Yuk. Coba ini kelihatan enggak ini? Sudah ya? Oke, ya. Sebentar. Itu yang belakang itu datang yang belakang. Mas belakang nggak kelihatan. Iya. Oke, ya. Sudah tampak semua? Oke ya. So please we take the first picture, yeah. For those who are in Zoom, if you convenient, you can turn off the camera, please. Yeah. Okay. I count now. Okay, ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Once again. Take the freestyle, perhaps. Okay, freestyle, please. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, everybody here. Thank you so much, Dr. Ha, for the time. Stay safe and healthy.
Yes.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.